You know, one thing my grandpa Redden, he really had an act for. He could grow the largest potatoes I've ever seen. Now, I'm not making this up, folks. I used to, every now and then, I'd help mom peel and fry some potatoes. She'd be getting dinner, and I'd, to speed her up a little bit, I would help her uh, peel and slice the potatoes. And we got a lot of our potatoes from Grandpa, where he grow. He had real nice ground dirt over in Verona, Walton, Verona, Kentucky, Verona, Gallatin County, Kentucky. And one potato, I'm not making this up, would fill a half a skillet. He had an act for it. I don't know if it was a depth. He's learned something the professionals didn't know. He's learned something over the years, or he's discovered something. I always wondered why my grandpa Redden never went into commercially went into the potato business, because he had a hell of an act growing them. I'm not making that up. And I think he'd always hit the garden at 3 in the morning. I always wondered why he did that. I always thought it may be crazy talk, but I always thought maybe he didn't want no one to see his secret, how he did it. Only him and Grandma knew it. You do your garden in the morning, you're going or something. You're gonna get some. You might get some company. And I always wondered why. They always, because I stayed all night with them one time. They always hit that garden at 3 in the morning. Always tractor crank up. And I always thought about that. I bet he's had a secret way to do it, sort of like a secret recipe. He'd hit that garden at 3 in the morning, knowing nobody'd be with him except Grandma. But he had an act for that. I never understood why my Grandpa Redden never went into to the potato business. He could have got a contract, friend, or something with a restaurant. I never understood that. He had an act for growing potatoes. I don't think it was, his land, his garden was on a slant. I don't think it was all to it. I think it was, he had some secrets. He's discovered something. I don't know, like I said, if it was how to mix the fertilizer or what it was, but he had a secret way to do it. And damn, he could grow the biggest size of footballs. And I'm not making that up. Please understand that. Size of damn footballs. He had an act for growing large ass potatoes, my Grandpa Redden. And I was too young, to understand back then. But God, if he'd been alive today and still gardening, I would have snuck up in that garden about 3. Probably got cussed out just to see how he was doing it. I've never known anybody, I mean this, to grow potatoes as large as my Grandpa Redden could grow them. He had a formula. I always, I was sitting back here thinking about that. I think there's a reason why he went into the garden at 3 in the morning. To hide his secret. My family may think that's crazy talk, but I've never known anybody to grow potatoes that big. And in order to grow potatoes that big, there's something he's known about it, and he's discovered over the years. I don't even think professionals knew that. But he could grow the largest damn potatoes you've ever seen. Jesus. But I don't know why since he was so good at it, why he didn't do it commercially. I guess he didn't have the ground and probably didn't want to put there's a lot of work planting potatoes. But boy, that's what I miss of him, his potatoes. Oh God. And man, they'd fry up. Jesus, man, perfect, man. Perfect. But, he had an act for that. I'm not making that up. Jesus. Talent. God-given talent.